Hello, members of African Firefighter Charity. Welcome to Psychological First Aid Module 2. As we have mentioned that Module 2 will come, now we have Module 2 now in place. So stay with us as we progress and learn more about Psychological First Aid. So Psychological First Aid is an approach that isn't suffering of a disaster survivor, both physically and also emotionally. It improves survivors' short-term functioning and also promote emotional recovery after a disaster event. So remember the goals of us having this psychological first aid is to promote an environment of safety, calmness, connective, self-reliance, and also hope. Okay, those are the main aim. Remember, we want to make sure that you are safe. We want to make sure that you are calm after this disaster event. We want to make sure that you are connective. And also, we want to make sure that you have self-reliance. And the best thing at the end of the day is hope. It's good after every incident that we build that chances of you having hope again that things will be okay. So, core action of psychological first aid. So the core action is to make sure that we help you to develop your self-care, to connect with survivors, and also safety and comfort, stabilization, and also information gathering, so that we can rely on this particular information to improve in future, offering practical assistance, and also connecting with the social support, and also information on coping up, and also linked to collaborations of all collaborative services. So these are the main core action of psychological first aid. So always remember to take care of yourself. Always remember to take care of yourself, because the stress of a disaster event is contagious. To help others, you must maintain your health. Remember, both physically and also emotionally. Always take care of yourself after an incident, because the stress of a disaster event is very, very contagious. And also maintain a healthier routine. It is good for you also to maintain a healthier routine, and also know your limits and get help when there is need. Take breaks, leave when your shift is done. Maybe as a firefighter, make sure you leave whenever your shift is done, so that at least you can have change of environment, so that when you return back to your respective fire stations, things will be okay. It's like you'll be opening a new page and also doing things differently based on the experience that you gain maybe from the previous incident. Because what we normally say, the only predictable thing about all incident is that all incidents are all unpredictable. So tap into your own support system to maintain your hope. Always remember that. So making a connection with survivors as a core of psychological first aid. So make the moves, introduce self and ask permission to talk. Ask about their immediate needs, and also present with an air of patience, compassion, and also calmness. Respect their privacy by finding a quiet place to talk. Do not approach too closely or touch them if you are not familiar with their culture, background, or even personal preference. Protect their confidentiality by sharing their information appropriately. Offer safety and comfort. make sure the environment is safe for everyone, help the survivors to meet their basic immediate needs. For example, maybe there will be need for shelter after a certain incident. For example, the recent incidents of flash floods that we have witnessed here in Kenya and also our neighboring countries. Offer physical comfort, for example, food, water, blanket, and bathroom. Ask about their needs for easy classes, meditation, and hearing aids. So again, protect them from additional trauma and also trauma reminders, things like sights and also sound of danger, distraction, or even suffering. So you should protect them from that. So seeking immediate professional help if the person states a desire to harm themselves or others, the person shows signs of shock, for example, clammy skin, rapid breathing and also pulse, nausea and vomiting, faintness, dizziness, and also extreme agitation. So this will be indicators that this particular person really needs professional help. So stabilization of calm and also orienting survivors. So use calm and soothing voice. Give realistic assurance what you are feeling is undisturbable. We are here to help. Calm techniques include cooling, wash clothes to forehead and also stretching, unrolling, clenching, and also releasing fist. Focus on slow depth breathing and also provide repeated, simple, and also accurate information. Rumors and the unknown increased. So again, information gathering. So gather information for identification of their needs. Yes, it is always good for you to gather information for the identification of their needs and also find out the natural and the nature and also the severity of the disaster. Those that have been injured or witnessed injuries or even death are at a great risk for severe and also prolonged distress reaction. Ask what are your immediate concerns. Listen carefully to identify their physical and also medical and emotional needs. So information gathering still continuation. Do not give simple reassurance like everything will be okay. No. Or listen in a patient and also caring way. Don't pray or force people to share their stories. Some people want to talk and some people don't want. So be patient and come back a little late if the survivor is not ready to talk. So don't force them to talk whenever gathering information so that you can meet their needs. Offer practical assistance, meet their immediate physical needs if possible. Uh, clarity, clarity, clarify what they have told you about their needs and also concern. So I heard you are saying that you are most worried about this kind of items or this kind of things. So hear from them and then help them solve their problems and develop an action plan for next step and also assist them in accomplishing those steps by connecting them with internal or also external resources. Communicate their needs to appropriate members of your team or community. So connection with social support, very important to recover. Help survivor to contact their families, friends, and clergy. Sometimes they are reluctant to reach out to the loved one, don't want to be a burden, embarrassed, or feeling guilty about it. So sometimes you'll find these particular people because they know if they share the kind of information to the family members, there is higher chances that maybe this kind of information that they are sharing may worsen things, maybe even back at home. That is why they feel guilty. Others may feel embarrassed to share such kind of information. So help them to work through these concerns and assist them to connect and support persons they trust when they are at need. So this is what exactly you are supposed to do. Again, don't force them to call their families if they are not in a very good position to do so. Okay, they may call those particular people that they really depend on them. So at that particular point, they may be ready to share the information, but don't force them. So provide information on coping. It is normal to feel this way. Yes, it's good for you to tell them. Common stress reaction following a disaster event. As in Module 1, we mention a number of these, but still we are going to mention them. So behavioral or emotional, we have disorientation or even numbness. We have grief, feeling anxious and also fearful, despair or hopelessness, feeling of guilty, and also feeling of anger, isolation, or withdrawal. So these are some of the behavioral or emotional reaction that you may see to these particular victims. Physical or cognitive, headache, stomachache, difficulty in sleeping and eating, exhaustion, bad dreams, intrusive thoughts and images, difficulty in concentrating, remembering, and making decisions. So these are physical or rather cognitive reactions that will be a direct indication that this particular victim have been greatly affected. So explaining that these feelings are normal, do say you are not going crazy. So remember here you are trying to assure this particular person. So tell the person you are not going crazy. This kind of reaction are normal after going through something like this, so that that particular victim may not be feeling like, okay, the only person here who is undergoing this, but other people are just okay. Maybe other people or other victim who are in the particular incident, maybe they have delayed reactions, but this particular person is having an immediate reaction after this particular impact. So it is very important for you to assure this particular person by telling this particular person this kind of reaction are normal after going through something like this. I have some suggestion for techniques to help you feel more calm. Would you like to hear them? It is very important for you to share such kind. So do not tell the person or do not say you should be feeling better tomorrow. No. Do not tell that particular victim or that particular person. Cheer up. Do not tell them. Maybe you better see a doctor. Do not tell them that, because after an incident, when someone is feeling this mixed reaction because of some images that are appearing on his mind after a certain incident, if you tell that particular person it may be better if you see a doctor, you see you'll be adding more stress to this particular person who is already traumatized. What you need is, no, you should not tell that particular person that. Okay, I know what it is like. At one given point you may not be in a very good position to know what it feels to be like. Okay, because we have said the only predictable thing about every disaster is that every disasters are all unpredictable. So even if you have experienced such in future, you should by any chance tell that particular person you know how he feels, because actually you don't know how this particular person feels. So it is very important for you not to say such to these particular victims or this particular person. So coping up techniques to suggest deep, slow breaths, breathe in, out, focus on inhaling and also exhaling, write in a journal, talk to friends, loved ones, stretch exercises, listen to music, reach out for spiritual support, warm bath or showers, make a list of recovery actions. So maintaining a healthier routine like rest, eat well, drink, exercise, avoid drugs and alcohol, set a small goal for each day related to recovery action and also check off list when done. So these are some of the things that you can share to this particular victim so that at the end of the day he may be in a very good, or this particular person who is affected or is having this kind of reactions, so that at the end of the day he may be in a very good position to know what to do next and also what are kind of steps that he can set so that he checks if each and every day is getting better from this particular impact or this particular trauma. So link to collaborative services help the survivor connect to services related to their needs. For example, medical, financial, spiritual recovery, replacement assistance related to loss. Remember that for most people, psychological first aid is enough. Recognize those who need professional help with stress by using the 3 R's to make sure you check the reaction and weigh and see if these particular people actually need this. So we have some questions. So I would like you to answer these particular questions and share them below the comment section so that if we meet next time, we'll go to practicing psychological first aid, and that will be our module 3. So be blessed and have a nice day. If you have any question, any concern, don't fail to share with us through the comment section. Be blessed.